something different because
Oh, wow.
There we go.
Ooh, Y'all say, yeah, right. If every time Rocky answer the phone, he don't say, hello.
Y'all can't be laughing so loud.
Shout out to,
y'all be laughing.
Pontiac, what's up? BG, what's up, man? How you doing? How you doing? Olivia, how you doing, babe? And Vic, Smoke Good, how are you? The man when it comes to the logos and actually pictures. What's going on, dude? How you doing? Lorenzo Harris, how are you, love? Mike, why you hiding over there? I just can't see you. You want to slide in, son. You can't. I want everybody to see that big old head of yours. Well, you ain't still in there. Can't nobody see you? No, you in there. You ain't in there like swimwear. Mike over there hiding, y'all. Y'all see him? You already know it is Wednesday. We getting pumped up with a little bit of Biggie. Hey. He said, love watching in quarantine.
I want to say, yeah, we said forget quarantine.
You know what? You know what? You make sure everybody know this is what y'all got to do at home. Besides, y'all can't do nothing but chill out with your Soulful Discussions crew. It's Wednesday. Wednesday, baby. Might as well hang out with us. Hey, Miss Cherry, how are you? Tisha Hannah, what's up, girl? I miss your face. It's been a whole week. Hey, Miss Lowry. That's all the way from down in Arkansas. My old team member. How are you, babe? Yo,
Man.
It's been a long week, Malaysia.
Very long week. A lot has happened.
Oh my God. It's been crazy, crazy, crazy.
Make sure you guys will share this video. Like they said, you're in quarantine anyways.
There you go.
Share,
we
share.
all are. Therefore, we're a limited amount of people that comes into this studio.
Yeah.
A lot of our guests is actually going to be online. So, you know, it won't give you the full effect, but when you hear the lineup,
Yeah.
you already know that we're coming strong today. What you say, huh? Get money. Hey, Cedric from down in Mississippi. How you doing, y'all? Rep where you from. Tell everybody where you're from. Check in. Before we get started for today, make sure y'all check in and tell us where y'all from. Yeah, Tisha Hannah.
Yes. Check in. Please share this. Please share this right now.
Please do so.
Please share it right now.
Y'all, we just getting pumped up. We getting this soul in
Waiting
it.
for people to come in. How's everybody doing? Everybody stuck in the house. Candy McGregor. How you doing, Candy?
What's up, Darrell? The drummer of all drummers.
Yes.
I love you, baby. How you doing? Thanks for checking in.
D Jones is joining in. You know, D
Atlanta.
Jones has moved up the charts on the music charts for the Soulful Discussion music charts. Congratulations to him. I think he's up to like number 6 or number 5. Exact. Danny Worley, what's happening?
Hey, bro. We definitely trying to be safe. We're definitely trying to.
Hand sanitizer.
There you go.
That's right.
I'm telling you, we spraying folks down. They join. They come up in here. Let them folks come in.
We have Lysol the building down.
There you go. Q Kimball is coming in the building. We gonna spray his. You know what? He gonna be like. he gonna be like. We go. I'm telling y'all, we Lysol him down like. He finna get that spray, boy.
Got a whole process.
I hope you ain't gonna give him the spray.
I'm spraying his ass. Oh, my bad.
No.
No.
What? Mike, don't you start that with no. I'm spraying his.
Do y'all hear?
No. Tina, please, no.
Listen, don't you start today, Mike. I'm spraying him. I don't care what nobody say. He better become prepared. He better have his nose thing, everything. They're
How's
gonna
everybody
wait.
doing out there? You know, we still got people chiming in right now. I'm seeing all my Cincinnati, Ohio people checking in right now. New York City is checking in right now. Smyrna, Georgia is checking in right now.
Let me find out my father, my
Mississippi is
child
checking in right now. I'm seeing Florida, the state of Florida, checking in right now. Freeport, Illinois, you're automatically checking in. Rockford, Illinois, what's happening? It is going down tonight because I know everybody's in the house.
Definitely. Like, if y'all ain't here, I need y'all to get focused, y'all.
Right.
We got the legendary Randy Gill will be on the show tonight. Y'all, I know y'all thinking, like, how did they pull Randy Gill? Because Randy Gill was like, listen. Okay, that's not how it happened. You know, it was actually the plug on top of the plug. You know, the thing about it is, why not connect people that's out there in these streets to be able to, you know, see how legends do it.
Right.
So shout out to Angela Davis that's making sure that we have the correct connections that's going to help us as artists grow. So shout out to her on that. Then on top of that, we got the legendary Q Kimball. Y'all know him as DJ Q from Rockford, Illinois. And then we got Home Start that'll be in the building. That'll do a call in. And what we're trying to do is make sure you guys have the resource for affordable housing.
Yes.
Like, what are some of the things that's out there? Because everybody I know, they want to have their own home at one point in time in their life. So, with that said, we're gonna connect you with the right people.
Yes.
Danny said, "What's up, baby? Since I see y'all, we laughing, but stay safe and protect yourself at all times." Let me tell you something, dude. You just don't know I'm protected.
Okay.
Look, Lysol that thing. And for all the people that got something smart to say, yeah, I talked about you about not having your no dang on hand washing soap.
Nasty self.
Little nasty self. And then you talk about Tina. You ain't, you know, everybody ain't gotta have, you gotta have sanitizer. Well, guess what? If your hand nasty, sanitizer ain't gonna kill nothing.
Yes.
With your little nasty hands.
Wash.
Wash your hands first all day long. Y'all done went in the bathroom and know for the folks that I catch coming out that bathroom and they watch, I'm telling.
Right.
You ain't wash your hand.
You know, I run into some people like that on Menards. Man, I could be standing at the stall,
Boy,
and
I'm telling.
when someone beats me,
You're right.
going past the sink, and I don't hear no water running.
Listen,
I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding me.
It's that. Then you see him again. It's that awkward moment. You like,
no.
I know your secret.
I told the lady this week, look, I saw her, she gonna walk past me. Now, you know, I heard that in that bathroom, and then she get her butt up and walk past me. I was like, so you ain't gonna wash your hands?
I mean,
And she listen, she got an attitude with me, y'all. She waited for me outside the door. Look, I was ready to pull off every eyelash, every wig. Say something little nasty, I'm gonna put you on blast. I just looked at her.
Wasn't you with her touching you though?
No, she would have touched. No, I'm spraying her ass down too. I'm spraying everybody. I got Lysol in my back pocket. Okay, just trying to tell you how it's going. I ain't playing with it.
I see you. I see you, D Jones.
What's up, D?
You're at number 6. You're at number 6 on the chart.
I'm spraying everybody, y'all. I'm spraying them kids that was in my yard the other day. You don't send your kids over to my house because y'all know I love kids, but I sprayed their ass down too.
Okay. Turn around. Just like
spray.
walk through it.
Spray.
Yeah. Now, you know, out there, I'm just trying to figure out if they're going to like shut the whole nation down.
They already have.
I mean,
Think so?
What haven't they shut down?
How it's looking? We already shut the whole.
You already shut down. You can't go to restaurants.
You can't
go to gyms. You can't barely go to Walmart. There's nothing there.
Right.
We're already quarantined.
You know what's jacked up? This is what's gonna be really all them folks, the women out there that can't cook, y'all pissed off. Like, what I'm gonna eat? Well, baby, I guess we gonna have ramen noodles tonight.
Wow.
Y'all YouTube videos, we gonna drop y'all with some knowledge, some things that y'all can do to make sure that y'all are in the good when it comes to being locked in with your kids. Now this is where it's gonna hit. Y'all gonna be at home and y'all know y'all got about 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kids.
Right.
How y'all gonna manage all them in one day? Y'all used to the teachers showing up and loving on them for 8 hours. Now the problem's going to be is who's responsible for it. Now you're gonna see how your kid be acting a butt outside in these streets. Now you're gonna be like, I can't believe you be acting like this. I hope you don't be acting like this in school.
That's not like me this morning. That's not like me the last couple of days.
Oh, so you was one of those. No, all jokes aside, y'all. Welcome to Soulful Discussions Flight Radio 105.7. Y'all, it is Soulful Discussions Wednesday, and we are in the mix with Mike J. is in the building. What's up, Mike?
Yes. Hey, what's going on? I'm feeling good.
How was your week?
It was great.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna keep saying it was great because it almost be great. Just because me just waking up in the morning, God bless me to wake up every morning. I feel that I'm great.
Oh, Mike, you know what? You're a man of many small words. You don't talk. You don't say nothing. You know what? When a woman gets you, Mike, she gonna be blessed because you're like, baby, you okay? I'm great.
I'm good.
You hungry? Okay.
I'm good.
But you know what?
As long as she can cook.
Listen, if she can't fix you no
and
ramen
she got a heart.
and she got a heart, and she could be a 4.
Yeah.
And you will make her
4
5.
or 5. That's right.
You will make her 5, Mike. Oh, you look, y'all. If y'all single and y'all looking for somebody tonight,
don't start that.
you guys got Mike J.
Tina.
What?
No.
I'm trying to hook you up. I'm finding
Tina,
love for Mike J
no,
on the next show.
Tina, we're not going to.
What?
No.
No, like I'm finna find you some love. I don't care if they big, I don't care if they small, if they got extra wigs, if they got fake nails, if she got a butt in her stomach, like in the back of the stomach, in the back of her neck. I'm like, I got you.
I just love it. I just love
Don't
that.
you start that stuff today, Mike. I got you, y'all. If you out there looking for love, Mike J.
No, that's enough.
Stop it.
Cut
Okay.
it.
Okay. Mike J looking for a whole boo.
That's enough. Welcome everybody. Welcome on out, man.
She said old boo.
A whole boo. He don't care if she chunky, fluffy, got a little skinniness to her, as long as she can cook and she a 4 or 5.
4
Good
or
heart.
5.
And a good
That's
heart.
it.
She has a good heart.
I'll take a 10, but she's gonna have to really cook.
You know these 10s don't cook nadays. They can't even
That's
burn.
right.
They burn water.
I know,
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about.
You
That's
gonna
why
get
I
no
said
rice.
that.
You gonna
Better
be
get you a
starving.
7.
Yeah, and from Mississippi,
There you go.
Get you a 7.
or just from the South. Period.
Danny, you calling if you want to. I ain't tripping. Malaysia, what's up, baby?
Hi, everybody.
Malaysia got me so inspired. I'm telling y'all, she is showing out with her dang on workout.
I got an exclusive interview on the show coming up. So
That's
Definitely.
right. Next week.
Next week.
Yes. Oh, and happy birthday
do
to
an
my baby
interview?
boy.
Yes.
Yes. Happy birthday to
Turned
your
5
son.
today.
Yes.
It's about
Happy
time.
birthday, boo. She got so much going on. This morning, she was up at 5 o'clock in the morning and got her little thing like she working out. I was sitting there saying, I'm going to get up, Malaysia. I'm going to get up. It was 6:30. I still hell ain't got up. But I was like, go on, Malaysia.
It's kind of hard to find that motivation. I mean,
But I had her back when we was in Mississippi.
oh, yeah.
I set my alarm every day, and I said, Malaysia, you getting up? She was like, yeah. She was looking at me like, you ain't gonna get up. I was like, no, bro. I'm tired.
Man.
I'm gonna
But
stay
she
here
did make sure I got up.
every day for her. That's sisterhood. That's how you supposed to promote one another.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
how was your baby party?
It was really good. He's actually still partying right now. I had to leave, so he's actually doing really, really good right now.
This dedication ain't nobody even on our level. I'm sorry, y'all. We supposed to be in quarantine. We still want to make sure y'all have the news and y'all stay connected.
Come on now.
So with that said, y'all, in just a minute, Malaysia, what you got in the news, girl?
Woo, y'all, a lot has happened since
Yes.
the last time we spoke, and that was literally 7 days ago. So we're gonna start out with, of course, we all know that school has been canceled. Most restaurants, bars have been closed, along with gyms in most public areas, as you already know. So Americans would get checks under Treasury document proposal. The Treasury Department will be asking Congress for $500 billion in direct payouts for taxpayers as part of a $1 trillion stimulus package to combat the economic efforts of the coronavirus pandemic, according to the proposal obtained by NBC News. The 2 rounds of direct payments to taxpayers, each total of $250 billion, will be sent on April 6th, and then the second round will be sent on May 18th, according to the proposal. They will be payments with the amount based on income level, family size, and family size, the proposal says. Both payments will be in the same amount. President Donald Trump was asked about the proposal at the coronavirus briefing at the White House on Wednesday, and he said, "I don't want to get into it right now because there are different numbers being discussed." But he added, "We want to go big." The Treasury is also asking for $50 billion for the airline industry, a small business interruption loan program of $3 billion, and $150 billion for other distressed sectors. The proposals say.
No, I didn't like the fact that they said loans for small business owners. Like they're gonna be in enough. I mean, they're gonna be in enough debt already. So, like for me, I'm like, okay, why can't you give them a stimulus package? And what I love is the growth into the small business sector. Yeah, and like they're gonna be borrowing money. And of course, they taken a lot of the. I don't know if they've done it for commercial. I know they did for residential, where they take the taxes down to zero. Right. But the point of the matter is, why give them more debt when they're already going to be struggling? So like that's where I think as a community, that's where you have to go to your state legislators and things of that nature to figure out what grants are there that's involved for you. Right. But yeah, I don't like that. And then the next thing is, let's talk about the fact that they talk about sending these checks out here. I'm not gonna get a dang old thing, and I don't like income based upon income. Like, look, I just me and my son and my grandmother that I take care of. I'm not happy at all.
I think the first thing we got to realize is they said that they're sending one out on April 6th and then May 18th. So you suspect that this is going to last all the way to May?
No.
Y'all just try to sneak that in there. I caught that, right?
They tripping.
You just said 2 weeks and now y'all going to send us a check on the 6th and the 18th. But at the same time, I believe the checks are going to be about $1,000.
That's what they said.
To be honest, that's not enough.
No.
I mean, people had to close down their businesses. People are stopping. People can't work right now.
Yes.
That's $1,000.
I'm gonna say the plus side of this is that the companies now are like mandated by the federal law to give folks sick time, 14 days of paid sick time and things of that nature. Unless the only tough part about it, once again, if you're a small business owner, listen, you're gonna go without wages, and that's the tough part about it. I know from a fact. I'm gonna tell y'all that's because I work for a retailer. They, team members can come in there and say, I don't feel comfortable with being sick, and I'm scared, and and then with that said, I'm just gonna take off, and like, come on now, get your butt back to work. Like, I mean, come on. But those options are there for you, and I would say use them wisely. You got personal holiday, you got vacation time. This is why I tell people don't splurge on things when you can utilize them as a resource. Right. People call off for anything. This is the time when you probably need those personal holidays, vacation times, things of that nature. So that's what I do want to say. It is mandated by the law that they give you guys that require 14 days of sick time, which is a plus. But some places decide to close their doors. You see, Walmart's closing 165 stores. Exactly. And the next thing I want to make sure y'all know is that there's a lot of dang on billionaires stepping down at this time during this time because they're trying to cover up their wages, i.e., generational wealth. While we got to be more prepared in our lifestyle to start saving, because when times like this go hard, there's no reason for us to be struggling because of the fact that we fail to save. Right. That's right. We're struggling because we fail to save, and we're living check by check because we're out here splurging our income on white McDonald's, White Castle, Burger King, Wagwan,
White Castle.
Why
White Castle?
Because White Castle, because I love White Castle. Then we talking about Mike, don't you judge me today. I was having a moment for myself, okay?
You like White Castle?
I do. I love White Castle, even though they make
White Castle is just like Crystals, like in the South. Oh my
God. You get a hot White Castle burger, that's why I'm fat.
Oh, okay. That's enough advertising for White Castle.
It's just a hot mess.
It really is just a hot mess. Just looking at the economy, it's gonna be very interesting to see. Like I said, for all you small business owners, for everybody that's been directly impacted, I won't just say small business owners because you got teachers that are going out jobs, you have a lot of people going out jobs. So if you've been affected by that, our condolences go out to you. Like Definitely. I said, take this as a learning opportunity on how to save, how to prepare for these type of disasters and pandemics to come. Business owners as well. Honestly, I wish I could give better advice on how to handle the situation, but
I got one thing that I'm going to tell you guys. How do you protect your family? Yeah. Number one, I'm going to tell you, wash your hands. When I come through the door, y'all, I'm telling you, I'm stripping, okay? If I can strip outside and run to the house, I'm doing that. First thing you do, okay, my bad. Yeah, I'm trying to braid some money up in here. Yeah, all jokes aside. Okay. No, all jokes aside, y'all. For real, like, you got to come in. And you don't stop. You don't sit on your couch. You don't do anything. The first thing you do is come in the door and you go take a bath. You take them clothes and you put them in the dang on thing. Because what happens is... Look, I got a whole quarantine system. You put that in the dang on... in the dang on dirty clothes bin. Your dirty clothes bin. If I was you, I'd be boxing like wrapping that stuff up because it's out there. This stuff sits on surfaces for 12 hours. I've been doing my research, and I also got my research man in the back pocket. He gonna be calling in a minute. The next thing is, don't be too prideful when you don't have food. Right. There's so many different food banks that's out there. I need to make sure y'all know United Way has resources out there, monetary resources out there for you. Take your pride, put it to the side, and then ask for help. Reach out to your local churches. I understand your churches are closing down.
Being right is definitely doing some stuff good.
Yeah, pastors, the food banks, FACC here in Freeport is showing out.
He just put a big video out about for the people of Freeport.
So y'all got the resource. The question is, will you take it? And this is where we're going to revert back to the old time. Y'all been saying y'all want it. Boom, here it is in your face.
The old times.
The old times is when we all came together and we sat within the house. You had your mama, you had your grandmama, you had your kids, and everybody, guess what? They sat around and did what was best. That was spent time with each other. You're spending time with your kids. This is value added. All the working and y'all say y'all didn't have time to spend time with your kid because you're working. Now you're not. Right. Spend the time with your kid. Help them with their homework. Don't let these kids sit their tail on the phones. Right. Make them get up there and work on some school work.
Right. That is some real
for real
teaching.
Don't get off this live
and
now.
Also, ABC
good advice.
There's a lot of very much take advantage of the things that are happening, right? The resources provided because there's different learning platforms that are free right now. There you go. Like ABC Math I'm using for my son personally, free right now for the rest of the month.
Yes.
There's different platforms. Just get on there and start Googling what is free. And there's free platforms out there.
Reading books.
Regardless. Reading books. Math.
Teach your child math.
That's right.
And if you know a teacher, hit up a teacher and ask them, do you need some help? And speaking on a preventative measure, I kind of been preaching this everywhere. But the coronavirus attacks your immune system.
Yes.
So if you want to get protection for that, eat correctly. Get your vegetables, get your vitamins, get your minerals, get your greens, get whatever you need. Build your immune system up. It can't attack it if it's strong enough to defeat it. Our bodies naturally, we go through life, our bodies naturally build our immune system as we go through things.
Yes.
So if you want to protect yourself. Drink your tea, drink your water. Stop going to McDonald's. Stop eating those fats and those foods that weaken your immune system.
Yeah, right. Frankie McGee. She just said real talk.
Stop that.
Get off those games.
Yes.
Get yourself educated.
This
is Frankie McGee.
Definitely.
Big shout out to Frankie McGee.
She's right here, one of our homegirls.
Oh, okay.
Hey, homegirl.
Big shout out to Frankie McGee. Thank you, Frankie.
Definitely.
Frankie.
All right, y'all. We'll be back in just a minute. Hey, Frankie. We'll be back in just a minute, y'all. When we come back, we got some more hot topics coming up. See y'all later in just a second. Soulful Discussions, Flight Radio 105.7.
The odds of becoming a signed artist and having 4 #1 albums, 1 in 100 million. The odds of going on to win 7 Grammy Awards, 1 in 1.4 million. The odds of this performer having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 68. I'm Toni Braxton, and I encourage you to learn more at autismspeaks.org/signs. Autism Speaks. It's time to listen. Brought to you by Autism Speaks and the Ad Council.
Chapter systems are offline. #1 for today's hits and all-time favorites.
It's been a long day without you, my friend. When I see you again, as long as you love me, you're under pressure. Baby, let's go. Gotta smile while you're hurting.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
I need a girlfriend, someone I can talk to, someone I can call.
Let's go. This is your radio.
What's happening? This is the home applied, man.
Hey, yo, what's poppin', man? It's your boy Bow Easy, man. Check it out.
Freeport, what's happening? It's your boy G Todd. Look, you already know what it is. Tune in to WQJT, Flight Radio, where you got Miss Malaysia, you got the Queen Tina Renee, and your boy Mike J on the ones and twos. No better place to be. Yeah.
One take, straight through. All day.
She wanna go on dates.
$100 plates.
Hey.
All day. She wanna go on dates. $100 plates, $50 ace. She got expensive taste. You spinning left and right, every day and night. You hope she get you right, but she didn't book the flight. You tried your best, my neck, but got finesse, my neck. You better take a L and turn it to a lesson. You tried your best, my neck, but got finesse, my neck. You better take a L and turn it to a lesson. It all started with a DM up on Instagram. You hit her up, she hit you back, so you went instant ham. You running all your game, but it's all the same. You think she going cause she posting and she tag your name. She hitting up her friends, telling them how you so lame. But you got money, so it's cool, she finna hit a stain. You gotta keep an eye out, cause now you talking fly out. And now it's only been a week, you got her on the plane. She get in 4 p.m., you scoop her when she land. Then I'm all hotel, yeah, you got a plan. But little did you know, she one step ahead. You thinking Macy, she at Neiman spending all your bread. Pull up at late for dinner, you think you got a winner. 3 mimosas on the coasters and a steak dinner. She hit the bathroom so she can freshen up. She never come back, you get the check, you sick as. She wanna go on dates, $100 plates, $50 ace. She got expensive.
Mike, listen,
Man.
I almost lost my whole wig.
Oh,
I'm
watch
telling you,
out
if
now.
it would have fell off, I swear y'all would have been like, see the
Watch
pick your
out now.
Listen,
Went viral.
first it would have definitely went viral. But for the folks that know, I don't care because I am bald headed by choice.
Anyway, that was All Day J.
That
Expensive
would have been
Taste.
something. Definitely.
He is number 1 on the charts right now on the Soulful Discussion.
I love it.
Music charts, he is number 1. He has moved up from number 10 to number 5 to number 1.
Definitely. Y'all, hey, listen, working hard out here. And in the midst of that, we've been working hard. If you guys have not had opportunity, go to our YouTube channel. That is Flight Radio, y'all. We got all of our radio. WQJT. No, I'm talking about for YouTube, Mike.
WQ is at WQJT Submit.
Listen,
1057.
No, Mike, you talk about 2 different things. Y'all just
The YouTube
make sure.
page.
No, it is Flight Radio. WQJT Flight Radio.
Okay.
If you go to our YouTube page, y'all type WQJT Flight Radio on there, and we're gonna come up.
Okay.
And you're gonna see our page that's gonna have our YouTube information. All our old past shows is in there. Okay. Let's see if am I right or am I wrong?
No, you're right.
It's Flight Radio. See, Mike, give me some credit.
Right.
Put some respect on my name right now. I'm Birdman. I'm Birdman. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. Mike looks so sweet. Oh, Mike was like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm just playing, Mike. All jokes aside, y'all coming up in just a minute. We have the young lady from Homestart that's coming up. But Malaysia, let's talk about something. We got 2 minutes.
Yes.
What's the next hot topic, girl?
Okay, so regardless of everything that's going on, let's spread some positivity. Over 82,000 people have recovered from coronavirus worldwide, according to a new medical report. As many of us have been bombarded with sobriety with the reality of coronavirus outbreak that is continuing to spread worldwide, there hasn't been many updates regarding those who have actually recovered from the highly contagious disease. Well, a new medical report has been released with good news that over 80,000 people have indeed recovered after their initial diagnosis, provoking that there is light at the end of the currently dark tunnel. At Newsweek reports, a panic and hysteria continues to increase. Medical officials at Johns Hopkins University Medical Center are urging people to stay calm by announcing its recent coronavirus recovery findings. According to a latest report conducted by Johns Hopkins medical expert, over 82,000 people have recovered from the coronavirus worldwide.
Have recovered?
Have recovered.
Let me find out.
That's a blessing.
No, I'm just trying to figure out how did we go from 1,000 a couple days ago to like now 82,000. Now y'all tripping. Y'all got something going on.
What we all been missing is the results of years before. Thinking on average on what just a regular flu virus was doing back then. If it was killing over 20-some thousand people last year, and we only got so many this year, about 100, 200 this year. I don't know how many it is.
A flu or a corona?
That corona.
So far, the deaths are, I think it's either 81 to 100.
Somebody's calling in.
Yes.
That is Miss Melissa, right?
Yes.
Y'all, this is coming up. We got Miss Melissa from Homestart. She's going to talk to us about low income housing. And the beautiful thing about us at Flight Radio 105.7, our goal is to make sure we connect people with resources. So today we have Miss Melissa that's going to be talking to us about, hey, how do you find housing?
Yes.
What are some of the resources that Homestart offers?
Right.
So y'all, coming up in just a minute. Are we ready? Perfect. Hello, how are you?
Good. How are you this evening?
Welcome to Soulful Discussions Flight Radio 105.7. Miss Melissa, thank you so much for joining us. Today, what's going to happen is we're going to have Miss Malaysia do your interview, and we're going to ask you some questions. You cool with that?
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to it.
Definitely.
Hi, Melissa. How you doing?
Good, Malaysia. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm healthy, so I'm happy about that. So can you please tell our audience about the mission, background, and overall goal of Homestart?
Absolutely. Well, Homestart was established in 2013. We're a not-for-profit HUD-certified counseling agency that has adopted the national industry standards for homeownership and counseling. Our mission is to create vibrant, healthy communities by connecting people and families to beneficial, affordable housing resources and by leading community-based solutions to local challenges.
Yes.
And our main goal is successful sustainability and homeownership.
Love it.
We want to make sure that first-time homebuyers are well informed about the home buying process, as well as being prepared financially. We do understand that transitioning from renting to buying a home can be overwhelming, especially if a buyer is unprepared to manage their financial responsibilities when it comes to owning a home. So that's where the one-on-one counseling comes in.
What other services does Homestart offer?
Well, some of our core services include financial empowerment, homebuyer support services, and community building and in engagement. Our financial empowerment workshop is held on a quarterly basis, and that focuses on financial goal setting, spending and budgeting, credit, and savings. And then we have our homebuyer support, which is one-on-one advising, and that's where we prepare you to buy a home. We focus on credit rebuilding, repair coaching, creating budgets, preparing for emergency savings. What's going on right now would be a good example of that. And we also do one-on-one counseling sessions to help you understand about the home buying process, and that's learning about what's affordable, keeping your finances on track, and understanding down payment options. And then we do have home buyer education. We do have a 6-hour course that can be done in person or it can be taken online. And then there is the homeownership services, which focuses on homeownership preservation, education, and then foreclosure prevention and counseling.
So you telling me all these resources have been in Freeport this whole time? Because that is amazing to hear. You guys were giving out. Do you guys do classes, or do you guys have anything throughout the year for Freeport residents?
Oh yeah, we do. I actually offer a budget class every Monday from 11 to 12:30, every Thursday from 1 to 2:30, and then the first Wednesday of every month from 5 to 6:30. Right now, our homebuyer education course is a 6-hour class. It's actually held in our Rockford office right now. And you can go on our website to check out the dates and times for those. And then I do hold the financial empowerment courses, which is a series. And we usually hold that every Tuesday on a quarterly basis. for 4 weeks. So the first week will be financial goal setting. The second week will focus on spending and budgeting. The third week is credit, and then the fourth week is saving for your future.
Hey, what is one of the biggest myths that most first-time home buyers is told or think is one of the reasons why it's impossible to buy homes?
Well, I don't know as far as a myth, but I think one of the misconceptions is they're not really understanding what mortgage lenders look for when they're looking to buy a home. And the top five factors that mortgage lender considers is the size of your down payment, your credit history, your work history, your debt to income ratio, and the type of loan that you're interested in. So I'm not sure that first time home buyers are aware of all the variables that go into buying a home, and it's a very in depth process. And we're here to go over all that with you.
Wow. So can you tell us how your services could help the residents that have been affected by the East Side flooding?
Oh yes, that's a very big topic in Freeport, and now that Taylor Park is closing, that makes it even more difficult.
Right.
Actually, a few weeks ago, we had a lender lunch and learn over in the Freeport office, and we like to stay connected and keep lenders up to date with changes and the services we offer within the community. Some of the lenders reached out to me and asked me if we are able to assist residents that are living in the floodway, and the answer is yes. I do know some of the residents from the affected area reached out to some of the lenders um, curious about obtaining a home loan. And what some of the lenders are noticing is that um, some of them work on their credit first before building a loan. And credit is huge. So, from what I understand, the city should know by June the status of the grant. So what we'd like to try to let people know is that we are encouraging people to come in and see us before then, so we can take a look at their credit, and their options, and just to see what they are working with. Because some of these people have been in their homes for a long time, and they may not have had the need to pull their credit until now. And it's really important to remember that the lenders are using a FICO scoring model, and they're not using Credit Karma. So many people come into my office and they say, "I know what my credit score is. Credit Karma told me." Well, that's not a real accurate picture of
That's right.
what their credit looks like. And the reason being for that is Credit Karma only uses two of the three bureaus to get the numbers, and you actually need a pull from all three bureaus in order to get the middle score. So it's not a real accurate picture of what your credit profile looks like. And what's unique about us is that we are able to pull a tri-merge credit report, which pulls from all three bureaus, and it is a soft pull, so it does not drop your credit score. So we're able to take a look at what the lenders see, so we're able to, guide, direct, and advise you appropriately. And the thing about credit is, you can mess it up really fast, but boy, does it take a long time to rebuild. So we're encouraging people to come in sooner. Let's take a look at your credit. Let's see what your finances look like. Let's see what kind of position you are to go buy a home. And if you're not, let's work on getting you a position so you have a home, to go to.
You also were talking earlier. I think it's very unique also that you're able to talk directly to lenders to get that information to the people, because most people don't have that middleman to talk to the lenders for them, and you have direct access. So I think that's very important for our audience to know. Also, our audience to know that you don't just offer things for the first home buyers. You do financial budgeting. You do talk about those type of things as well. So my next question would be, how important do you feel it is to provide these type of resources that you guys do to our community?
Well, having these types of resources in the community are extremely important. Whether you're a renter or a home buyer, having different types of housing resources available are a critical component to keeping communities stable. Having a lack of stable housing creates a plethora of issues within the communities. And being able to partner with other agencies within the community makes for stronger communities and produces better outcomes. So it's important that we work together with um, uh, the agencies within the community to be able to help each other out and find out where we're lacking and where the need is.
How important do you think it is for agencies like yourself to come together and work together to provide your resources?
Well, it's extremely important. We're a small, rural community, and it's a domino effect. We can see what's going on in the floodways, and it's heartbreaking. These people have been there for so long. The kids are being displaced. Taylor Park is closing down. Um, and it's just it has an impact. And being able to help the community is a great thing. That's one of the best parts of my job. I mean, is educating and informing people when it comes to home ownership and teaching them how to build skills when it comes to budgeting and finance, so they can put their pillows on their head at night and rest a little bit easier knowing that they're going to be okay. So it's very important.
So, Melissa, with everything that's going on in the world, I was looking at the news the other day and they talked about, this is the perfect time for folks to go out and purchase their home because of the zero interest rates. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, I would hold off on that, right now, because we don't know because things are, yes, the interest rates are low. You would think it is a great time to buy, but it's at the same time, we don't know what's going to happen. So go out, you purchase a home, you end up on unemployment, and now you can't make your mortgage payment. So part of my job is thinking ahead, right, and making sure that you have sustainable income, sustainable home ownership. So everybody's kind of just in limbo right now, seeing which way it's going to go.
Is that
and
is it a
so if it was me, I would just personally hold off just because we don't know.
There you go.
I mean,
Right.
we just don't know what's going to happen.
There you go.
Yeah, I was thinking about the
Rocky, you got to come closer.
I was thinking about the employees trying to come back to work. Owners, corporations may not bring all of the people back because of the fact
Right.
they can't cover, the economic that is going if the markets are down, or the Dow Jones are down, and it's going to take a while.
There you go.
Before the country starts regrowing again.
Yes, yes. And we've seen this before with the housing crash. We've seen foreclosures. We saw the bubble burst, and it had a huge impact. And it's being uncertain and not knowing what's going to happen is a little scary because you just don't know, right?
Definitely.
And a lot of people out there are just not sure. So, that's part of the things that we like to teach is 3 to 6 months of emergency savings.
Boom.
Because the unexpected happens.
Yes.
And, we live our lives daily. We don't think about it, but look at what has happened just overnight, So, when it comes to savings, I would definitely advise at this time to conserve your funds, watch your spending, do your wants versus needs. If you were fortunate enough to get a tax return back, put that into a savings account, hold on to it, try not to spend it.
Too late.
Because you might need
For some
it.
people. Yeah, you definitely.
And this is the time where a lot of people get the money back and they want to go out and purchase a home, and I'm not saying stop, but just be mindful of where your money's going.
Boom.
Give it a purpose.
And if you're not sure how to do your money or what to do it, Home Start is right there for you.
There you go.
We just don't cater to first time home buyers. We offer services to anybody that's interested in learning about budgeting, or they may need help rebuilding their credit for other goals that they might have, or just they are thinking about keeping their finances on track.
Yeah.
Right.
And the great thing about Home Start is that we are a not-for-profit company, so all of our housing and counseling services are free.
Can you say that one more time? Is how much does it cost?
Pardon me?
Can you say that one more time? How much does it cost?
Nothing. Free.
Free 99.
Yes, it is. And there are no income restrictions, and we do cater to 10 different counties. So we help Boone, Carroll, DeKalb, Joe Davies, LaSalle, Lee, Ogle, Stevenson County, Whiteside, and Winnebago.
Oh, I was waiting for Winnebago. I was waiting.
Look,
Yes,
Melissa,
yes.
can you please tell our audience where they can find all this great information and where you guys are located at?
Absolutely. You can visit our website, which is N as in Nancy W, homestart.org. You go there, you can create your own personal account to get started. You can also drop down and see me. I'm located at 307 West Main Street, or you can give me a call, 815-232-6197. However, I do have to add, because of recent events with the virus and everything that's going on, Home Start offices are closed to the public until March 30th. We do have a drop box located outside. We are actually located right next to Walker's Funeral Home in the old Home Medical Supply Building. So we do have a drop box if anybody wants to drop off documents, has questions, or they can call me. I am in the office as of this week, but we may be moving possibly from working from home, not sure yet. So just call first. But at this time, at least till March 30th, we are closed to the public until further notice. And then you can always follow us on Facebook.
Yes. Like that.
Thank you so much, Melissa.
You are welcome.
Stay safe and have a great night.
Hey, Melissa, before you go, are you still there? Well,
Yep,
the weekend of Memorial Day, we always do some sort of community event. And this year we're doing our basketball tournament. And what we're doing is providing resources for our community. So we would love for you guys to come out. So I know Malaysia will probably be touching bases with you guys for that. I know most folks like to go out, but I think it'll be great for you guys to come on out and share this information with the city of Freeport. So something to be, put on your mind.
We would be happy to do that. That's all about community and engagement. And I forgot to mention one quick thing. We are offering a neighborhood grant through the Community Foundation of Illinois, and that is a grant offered up to $2,500. And what that grant does, it's geared towards the beautification projects, crime prevention, neighborhood cleanups, neighborhood events, newsletter and organizations, community gardens, neighborhood surveys, and residence-focused education. So just keep that in mind too. So the deadline to apply for that is April 1st.
Okay.
So
thank you.
All right, we're writing that down. Melissa, please send us that through the email, and we'll go ahead and make sure we get out there to the public.
All right. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. Have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Whew, Jesus, y'all. She dropped some knowledge out here.
A lot of information on people trying to get houses and stuff like that. They can't hardly find houses. So
definitely, and the fact that all this information is for the free, you guys. I know you guys are saying I want to buy a home, but I don't know how to. She said we service all these different counties, which is amazing.
Right.
The next thing I just want to say something before we go off is just a lot of folks don't know this, and my years of being in real estate many years ago, the reason why she's saying that, hey, you guys, y'all should think about whether or not you should invest in property is because right now a lot of these lenders, just like y'all see gouging and things of that nature, they'll offer you a balloon rate, and that balloon rate will expand, and that your cost on your home will increase over time.
Right.
You want to look for something if you just do decide to invest fixed rates. When you see those up climbing rates where in the beginning you'll pay $300 and at the end you'll be paying $700, $800, $900 a month, you do not want any type of rates that deals with any type of climbing. So with that said, to go and actually go to HomeStart and understand the literature and go to your schooling, things of that nature. Sometimes some of these organizations will give you $3,000 towards your home, your down payment for being a first time home buyer.
Right.
Utilize your resources. If you don't have to have $3,000 coming in your pocket, guess what? That's $3,000 you can invest into your new home.
Yes.
So think about those things. I just want to make sure I throw that out there. Y'all will be back in just a minute. Soulful Discussions, White Radio 105.7.
Now you just said just a what? Say just
minute.
So we come back in just a minute.
In just a minute, y'all, real quick.
Yeah.
Man,
see, that's what.
Hi, this is Terry Crews, actor, former football player, and father of 5. I'm also an expert on drama. There's the good kind that comes with having a house full of kids, and there's silly drama like the drama around my percolating pectorals. And then there's the drama you can skip.
Skip the drama that comes with not having your high school diploma or equivalency. Find free adult education classes near you and finish your diploma. Visit finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org.
And lead the drama to actors like me.
Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ed Council.
This is the sound of salmonella gyrating on your undercooked chicken. And it looks like Mom might be taking it out a little early. Don't let salmonella get funky with your chicken. On average, 1 in 6 Americans will get a foodborne illness this year. So use a thermometer to cook each type of meat to the right temperature. Keep your family safe at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
I'm not trying to fall in love. I just wanna cry. No. And he ain't gotta know about us. The way we're tearing up the bed every night and day. No, he ain't gotta know about us. Cause I'm not trying to be a man, girl, I hope you understand. Hey, turn up. I don't wanna love you, I just wanna crush. I just wanna crush. I don't wanna love you, I just wanna crush. I just wanna crush. Let me say, I don't ever really sweat no dame. But she was looking so good, I turned and watched her walk away. Those lips, those thighs, they had me feeling like, woo, so fine. Cause I do like my ladies BBW. She had the B, all that was missing was me. So I stepped to her like the smooth player I used to be. Her eyes told me to walk this way. So I followed her with no delay. I gotta make her mine, but only for tonight. Cause in the early morning, I gotta make my flight. She said she had a man, and I said, hey, that's cool. Cause it won't take my tongue too long to do what it do. And I said, he ain't gotta know about us. The way we're tearing up the bed every night and day. No, he ain't gotta know about us. I'm not trying to be a man, girl, I hope you understand. I don't wanna love you, I just wanna crush. I just wanna crush.
We gotta come back.
Yes.
Y'all, did y'all see Rocky cough and my eyes got big?
Watch out now.
Listen, Rocky. I just want to let you know I will spray you down, Rocky, with this Lysol.
Wow.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you something. I do smell like Victoria's Secret right now. All right, y'all. Welcome back to Soulful Discussions Flight Radio 105.7, y'all. Does it sound like I have somebody on the line?
I don't know.
Hello?
I mean, it sounds like the phone is on.
Hello.
I didn't ever hear the phone ring, though.
Hello.
Hey, is this Mr. Randy Gill on the line?
Shoot.
Hey, don't get me going now, Randy. Shoot, go deeper, Randy.
What is up, Randy?
Don't make me act a fool, okay?
Hey, what's going on with you? Yes, indeed. How's everything?
Listen,
man, everything's good.
Randy, I gotta say this. I'm sorry. I'm gonna take over. I gotta tell everybody you like one of my biggest fans, and you and Johnny. I just like y'all. I like it. I love it. I love it.
Thank you so much. You guys are our biggest fan. Let me take this time for 1 second to say thank you. Thank you guys so much for doing so much for us. You know, we can't thank you guys enough. So y'all are talking about y'all are fans of ours. We're fans of you guys.
Oh man, thank you, bro.
Well,
thank you.
Randy, I want to talk. I'm gonna get down to the nitty gritty because you were, you was in gospel at one point in time, and you transitioned into R&B. What made you realize that you have a love for music?
God. You see, the thing is that all music belongs to God, and it depends on how you use it. Things like that. It's like we would never leave gospel because that's our roots. That's where we are from. So when we sing like we're in church because we want to deliver the message, no matter what message how we put it. Because at the end of the day, to tell you to love you from R&B, it's the same to tell you to love, from God. So we're not just going to tell you to love by just, some intimate way. We're going to tell you to love physically, mentally, as well. So I'll never leave gospel. We're still gospel.
There you go. So you wear so many hats, and most people don't know you done wrote a lot of tracks with Johnny Gill, Usher, and the list goes on. How do you manage to be a singer, a writer, and all that good stuff?
Once again, I got to say from God, He's given me that gift. And, I say, I'm, come to think of it, you're right. Remind me when I get off here to call for my test. I ain't seen no test yet. Somebody holding off. Do I need to call the White House and make them send it to me?
Hey.
Somebody needs to send me something.
Listen, when you call them, tell them they erase my dang on student loans, okay?
Oh, hold on. Yeah. Don't even mention that. I still owe from kindergarten. Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Hold on, Randy. We got somebody trying to cut in.
Now y'all know y'all got the legendary Randy Gill on the phone. Y'all get y'all tell off this dang on phone to call back in 2 minutes.
Yeah, more than that.
You said what, Randy?
Yeah, that's probably Angela.
I thought. Oh no. She can't call in. It can't be a three-way like that.
Oh, okay.
Text Angela, okay. Mike.
That's her.
We're gonna see. We're gonna find out.
Hold on 1 second, Randy. Hold on, people.
Oh, no problem.
Cause she didn't jump on the line. That's what makes me think it's her. Normally she be on the live saying, "Hey, sis, how you doing?"
Yeah, that's her.
Yep. There she goes. She finna hang up.
Hold on, people.
No problem.
Randy Gill is on. We're trying to wait for his manager to stop. We can't do a three-way, Angela, if you're listening. Randy, this is Mike J, and how you been, bro?
Mike J, how you doing, man?
Yes, I'm doing good. I'm doing good. We're gonna have to do another show together, bro.
Oh man, let's do it, brother. I'm always ready.
Okay, Tina has some more questions for you.
So, Randy, at a young age, you were in music, and then you transitioned to stardom. How hard was that transition?
You know what? I'm going to have to go back again and say it wasn't hard at all, because it's the same as, like I said, the gospel. If he calls you, he qualifies you. You know what I'm saying? Which means I felt qualified to go out here and sing what I believe in, and I believe that all music, like I said, belongs to God. So at the end of the day, when I stepped out there like I was going out there, even back in church. I was going to deliver a message that I was supposed to deliver. And when you're going to deliver a message, you got to give it like it was written. Amen. You can't go out there and slack on it. So I went out there, and the people accepted me because, and when they did that, it was just that easy to keep going, to keep giving that message. So like I said, I was qualified to give it to her, so I'm just gonna keep it going like that.
Okay, now. So tell us about the group To The Extreme. How did that all come about?
Oh, you know what? To The Extreme came about before we got started good. We were a 7-piece band. Then we decided actually to take the band down to 3 when we realized Mint Condition was already out. We, and Earth, Wind and Fire. So we took it down to 3, and we decided to call ourselves To The Extreme, because we figured at 3 people, we're going to have to be extreme to make this thing big enough. What you like. Yeah. So To The Extreme was born from the public. It said worldwide. I said worldwide because everybody that accepted To The Extreme, they birthed us.
Okay.
So we decided to just go on and stay To The Extreme, get out there and do what they wanted us to do, represent.
There you go. What has kept you in this business so long?
The love of music, the love of the people, the love in general. You know what I'm saying? Of just the talent that God has given me to go, the gift that He's given me to go out and share. He gave me music that I love, that I but then He loves also for me to do. So when you enjoy something so much, it's easy to go out there and do day after day, night after night.
So
and that's just kept me.
No, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Keep on going.
Oh, no problem. That's what keeps me going. The love of doing what I do and how it was given to me. Because we weren't classically trained or anything, whether playing instruments or even singing or stuff like that. We were birthed into this thing. It was like we woke up one morning when we got an instrument, we knew how to play it.
Right.
We woke up one morning and never had a singing lesson, but we knew how to stay in harmony. We knew how to read each other's mind, even when we were singing together, even in gospel. We knew exactly where each other were going before we got there. When singing any song, so we knew not to step on each other in songs. Yes. We knew that thinking about, okay, we're all singing this together here. I think he's going to go in this direction, so I'm going to go here, and it all worked out.
Most people don't know that you say you play a lot of instruments, from keyboard to bass, and what else?
Yeah, I played a little something. In school, I played a little violin, viola.
Yes.
A bass violin. I was just trying to, keep my fingers going and trying to make them as fast as I could, and stuff like that. But we played a little instrument. Every last one of us played something. Johnny was even playing the lead guitar. My other brother played drums, and my other brother played bongos. And I played the bass. So we was like, the Jackson 5, but we only had Jackson 4. Little Michael decided not to come.
No. Randy, they say the love of music, real R&B, has faded away. You think so, man?
No, real R&B hasn't faded away. I think it's just the fact that everything has a time, it has a season.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, you see that everybody tries to stay up with the time with that, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you have to be you at all times. If you sing R&B, you don't go, because there's new hip hop music out there, and when you want to go and still be you R&B because that is you, but you want to keep delivering. And a lot of people get intimidated because the music has changed. Music changes all the time. But I tell you what, music has changed before even when I was born, because there was an Al Green, there was a Marvin Gaye, there was Teddy Pendergrass. But if you put them out there today, they still exist. You know what I'm saying? They still can do what they do. So it's not hidden. It's just that it has to be that person to bring it out of it. And you've got to believe in music in order to be able to deliver it. You know what I'm saying? You can't be scared of it.
Mm-hmm. I tell everybody, because I love you, make it good to you. And the list goes, oh, you already know. Ooh, let me tell you, I was like, Randy, you better say it, Randy. Like, listen, music like that, people don't understand. That's that type of music. You be like, listen, you sit there and have a glass of wine, and it is on.
Oh, yeah. It's that music like that, it sets the mood, and it doesn't leave a bad taste in your mouth at the end of the day. That just says, I come here for one thing and one thing only, and then I'm gone. It lets you know that I'm here for the long haul. So if you believe in me, this is what where we're gonna go.
So, Randy, listen, I want the world out here to hear it, make it good to you, right? So I want you to introduce it. Well, I want you to stay on the line. Don't you go nowhere, but I want them to hear this song. So go ahead and introduce it for me.
Hear it too.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, see, this is for ladies and gentlemen. So I want you guys to sit back and relax. Put your foot up on the chair, whatever you got to do. And just go.
Yeah, that's what we're going to do.
This thing that she's getting ready to play is called Make It Good to You. So let's make it good.
Oh, yeah.
Do it.
Brandon, I like mature man. Lord Jesus, I'm getting in trouble. Go ahead and play it now.
Hey, we're gonna play that. We're gonna play this quick track real quick. Make sure that you know that you're still on the line, and if you start doing any voices or whatever, they're gonna hear it between the song. So let's play the song right now, y'all. Let's listen. Brand new Randy Gill.
Yes.
When it comes to love, my time is no better spent. Wrapped up in your arms, a love that's been aching since. You gave me everything my heart didn't know needed. When you make a sweet love to me, it said more than I thought it did. Ooh, sure enough to know. Ooh, when love is this good, I think I gotta tell you, I just can't let it go. Wanna do all that I should to give you sweet love, so let me know it's good to you. Woo! I wanna make it good to you. Tell me if it's good to you. I wanna make you feel good. See, girl,
make it good to you, y'all.
I wanna stack myself.
Randy Gill.
Yes, to think that it's real that you're here with me. Girl, you make things right.
Wow.
Randy.
Wow.
Why you showing out like that? That's all I'm saying.
Dude, y'all make me do what I do because I do it.
Man, I cannot listen. Be out on the road, because Mike take me on the road all the time. How do you balance like being on the road all the dang on time and like being away from home?
You know what? It's not easy. but when you do what you do because of love and you know, to take care of your family, to you know, and to actually you're helping others out also. So that love you carry with you on the road and whatnot, it helps you. You know, it helps you prolong because my family's happy for me, and then the people on the road that loves to hear it makes us happy. You know, it takes away the time of just, you know, doing the show, going back to your room, sitting in the room, and waiting for the next day to get up and catch a flight and want to get back out. But you know, to be able to talk to the fans and stuff like that, they help boost you. Because it can get very tiresome now. It's been many days and nights where I wake up and wonder, where am I?
Right.
I have no clue. You know, so, but it's just people that remind you when you go out and they're talking to you and whatnot, because I love talking to people when I'm out on the road and stuff. And, you know, it just pumps me up because I'd be out of it sometimes trying to figure out what's the next move. I'm not even going to say a lot to you.
Randy, a lot of, I hear this from a lot of artists that, they look for support with their family and friends and things of that nature, and they feel like they're not getting it. What words of wisdom would you give them in regards to like pushing on?
When you can't reach family, when you can't reach a friend, one person that you can reach at all times is God. So you're never alone.
There you go.
So at some point in time, when you do need to talk to somebody and nobody's around, I'm a believer that after prayer, everything's okay. And that's what they teach us, is that, you're never alone, even though you think you are, because you can't meet the person you're looking for.
Right.
But you're never alone. So just keep praying and God will answer you. He'll give you the answer. Things like that. So
okay.
That's the strength I get, where I get my strength from.
There you go. What upcoming projects you got coming up?
I'm just trying to finish this new album. I'm trying to, look, girl, I've been on the treadmill trying to run and whatnot. I got maybe another month before I reach 1 minute.
Right.
I'm trying to get up and run at least 2 hours a day, but I haven't got there yet. I'm still running maybe a half an hour.
You sound like me.
Wow.
I'm working my butt off. I'm sweating just walking towards the treadmill.
Oh, man.
So I can go ahead and count that. I count that as 5 minutes worth of sweat.
I know that's right.
but between hey Randy, listen, a question that's just off the script here. Listen, you and Johnny, okay? You're little. Who was the toughest? You or Johnny Gill?
You know what? It's hard to say because we all were very tough when we were young. I remember one time, man. We're brothers, of course, so we're gonna have our little differences. We're gonna fight and all that stuff. And
right.
And, I thought I was tough one time. I think I stole him one time. I stole him. And I was dancing in the middle of the street.
Right.
Because he was chasing me.
Okay.
He actually said, you get to run. I turned around and I seen a frying pan fly past my head. I was like, well, good Lord.
Oh my goodness! I could just imagine you and Johnny into it.
Man, but you know what? We're our brothers. We love each other so much, man. It's 4 of us or whatever. It's it's so crazy. We have a bond that's brothers but best friends, and it's just so unbelievable. It's so incredible that it's a gift that so many people ask God for, but yet they don't wait on it.
There you go.
We wait on. We have that, and we're blessed, man. These are my best friends.
All right.
Wow.
Johnny, before I get you out of here, but a lot of folks say I want to, go into the music industry. What words of wisdom would you give them?
Words of wisdom. If that's what you want to do, let nobody take your dream away from you. Go. But at the same time, if you're going to go into it with a purpose. A purpose of, if it makes you happy, then go in with that purpose. That purpose. If it makes somebody else happy, if that makes you happy too, then do that. But at any time, you want to do something like this because it is a rough business.
Yes.
Right.
It's not football or basketball. It's not physical, but it's physical and mental.
Mm-hmm.
Because it can wear the body down, but it can wear, the mind as well. There's so much to be done here. So wherever you go, and take whoever you believe in. If you believe in Buddha, then take it with you. If you believe in God, take it with you. If you believe in whoever, take somebody. My thing is take prayer with you because it can wear you down and mentally drain you. But you know what? Music is a beautiful thing because it can bring you up also.
There you go.
I have a question for you, Randy. You've been in the game for a very long time. How do you make music that is timeless?
The reason the music, there's times you have to think about what's going on now. Back in the day, I used to tell people, be careful what you say to me or ask me because I'll put it in songs. There are things, it's like I wrote to love someone. My thing is that I can love someone and turn around and leave because that's what I used to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't because I wanted to. It's just that when you have a lack of confidence, you said that somebody will stay with you and stuff like that, or vice versa. It's so easy to do that.
Yeah.
But then you sit back and realize that the best thing, or the thing that you asked for, was right there in front of you. And you got to understand that when you I guess you can't even put it in words. To be honest with you, it's so much I can go on with this.
Yes.
Right.
When it comes to where people can find you, where they can get your music, y'all gotta do search Randy Gill. But what website or anything like that do you have out there, especially when it comes to your T-shirts and everything?
Oh my God! You can reach me on my Facebook page, of course. And you can reach Angela Davis also on hers, which is AD Entertainment on Facebook. And when she'll get you all the information you need as far as reaching me, getting me wherever you need to have me at things like that, or just ask me questions.
Right.
Or whatever the case may be, because I answer questions, man. I don't have to be at a show. I don't have to be, a lot of places to, for people to talk to me. It's like just send me something. If you want me to want to ask me a question, I'm friendly. It's like I love talking. I love giving advice and stuff like that. You can ask me that on my Facebook. Actually, they can call you guys, and y'all ask them.
That's right.
Yes.
It's like, and they get it right to me. So you can find me everywhere.
There y'all go.
If anybody wants to know, you guys know how to find me.
All right, y'all got any more questions?
No, well, I'm okay, but we're just trying to get Randy here to Freeport. That's what's going to happen. We're gonna work on that, Randy.
We did Freeport up there. Let me tell you, we did a Freeport up there one time, and we did it with a group called the Girls, and I forgot, it was some more groups and stuff up there. I think they barred us from there one time because they said we incited right. But because we was having fun, and we decided to go. We decided to bring our A game, of course. As a show, we try to do it all the time. But Shreveport was showing out.
No, I was talking about Freeport, Illinois, not Shreveport, Louisiana.
Freeport. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were showing out that day, and it was crazy.
Well, Randy, you bringing down songs, make it good to you. You got all the women going crazy. What'd you expect?
Look out now.
All right, man. Any last words before we get you out of here?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you guys again. I love you guys so much. I'm honored, and anytime you guys need me, trust me, you can find me. Angela will. She'll call me 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and tell me you need me.
I believe it.
Yeah.
And I know how to get on my Apple phone and tell Siri to dial you guys too. If you need me, you call me.
There you go.
Okay.
I know Rocky got one question. Rocky, what you got?
Yeah, one of our
Go ahead, Rocky.
Radio friends wanted to know if you have a video out or of anything about on your songs.
I have some videos out on YouTube. You type in Randy Gill, Johnny Gill, whatever. Even stuff like that. You can type in the song or stuff like that. I believe that song is on it too. I haven't did a video for that one yet. I want it to be something special.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So it's kind of like, I don't just want an ordinary video. I want it to be, make it good to you. It's a universal song to me. It's something about, it's like I saw something on TV about the young lady that thought, the little girl that thought she was ugly and this, and that, and all that. Good to you is like, make her feel good. Make her understand.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's from kids to grown-ups to make you understand that no matter what, you're going through, no matter what people say, and you got to feel good for yourself. So, I love the way that young lady made the little girl feel good. I love the way just people just feel good about themselves, in general. So it's like, I'm going to get a video out there. It's got to be something real.
Wow.
Deep.
There you go.
So have you ever thought about doing a remix of that song?
Which one? Feel Good to You?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Man, I'll do a remix. The Mary had a little lamb to give it to me.
I'm gonna have Tina write something to it then.
Yes.
Okay, bring it on, man. My thing is, good music is good music.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
And right now, plus, we're all in the house right now. We need some music.
That's true.
There you go.
That is so true. Yeah.
Music keeps us sane. It keeps us from tearing up the house and whatnot. So I was thinking, heck, we can record it online so people can see us recording it, just so they can understand what's going on.
I love it.
No, I love it.
Yes.
I definitely like that.
Definitely.
We'll talk later with that one.
For sure.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
All right, Randy. Well, we love you. We love you. We love you and everything that you're doing. So just keep it up.
Thank you so much. And I wish you guys keep doing what you're doing. I'm telling you, it's because of you, I'm Randy Gill. All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you, bro.
All right.
All right, bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Let me tell you something. I feel special, y'all. I haven't even touched this man yet, but you know what? I know Randy Gill.
Wow. Icon.
Yes.
Yeah, that was good, like how he said, like with all the brothers, him, Johnny, and the other two, things like that, how they played, how they fought, but they always stuck together.
Yeah.
They must bond together like, glue.
Yeah. And what I love about him, he said, take folks with you that basically has the same vision as you. And if you're surrounded by people that don't have no intentions of growing with you, then guess what? Where you gonna go? You're gonna find yourself struggling. So surround yourself with great people,
right?
Folks that's going in the same direction, or it's gonna help you build in the direction that you're going to. You can't explain. Surround yourself with lazy folks and expect to be like amazing, because they're gonna drain you down. I ain't got time for that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Being in this entertainment, there's a lot of preparation for this.
Oh, definitely.
And those that is willing to make hard preparation are the ones that sticks in it for the long haul.
Definitely.
Those are the ones who really will stick to it. Those that just have a desire to be, that's short-lived, because it's not something that you had really laid down the floor plan for moving on. Right. It's just an inspiration.
Right.
But if you're preparing yourself, oh man, that is something that's going to last with you forever. Whether
Definitely.
It's singing, being a musician, being a promoter, artist, whatever, if you're preparing for it, you'll go a long ways with it.
Also, if you listen to what Randy Gill said, and almost every successful business owner, artist, everybody that hit this platform here has talked about one thing, and that's having faith.
Yeah.
In faith, and then doing it because of the fact that you have a passion, it's a love for it.
That's right.
And if you don't have a passion, a love for anything, what's the reason for you doing it? Eventually, you're gonna end up hating it. Mm-hmm. So you're not gonna put the time, the effort, and the passion into, whatever it is that you want to do.
Right.
So with that said, y'all, coming back up in just a second, we got the legendary icon, Q Kimball, aka owner of P's and Q's Radio, aka
I didn't want to say his whole full government name.
Yeah, he always
I
say
didn't
your
want
whole.
to get cussed out this time,
So it just
long time, buddy. Hey, go scoot on up just a little bit, Q. Come on, scoot on up a little bit. Wave to everybody at the cameras right there.
Q.
Yes. Q Kimball in the building. We'll be right back, everybody.
The Soulful Discussions, Flight Radio 105.7.
The hottest DJ.
Hey, Rocky, you had that.
Beats. Mixing the beats.
Buckle up and take flight with WQJT Radio 105.7 FM.
Yeah.
Fire with it, slide with it, rock with it.
It ain't a party till you slide to it. Hands high when you vibe to it. Now y'all moving. We always looking for y'all. I know you're nervous and all, but I was thinking it's about time the crowd do it. So go ahead and get your drinks, get your nerve up. You know how I do it. We about to turn up. Get on the floor before it's over. Let's freak. Just take a sip, line it up, step it out in sequence.
Don't know what it is about you. Usually something most people can't do. But you're busy about instead of one drink to make that. Vibrate, slide with me, slide,
I saw you walk into the club with your man. He like to play the wall, I guess because he don't dance. So you gonna let your man know that you about to get your dance on. Tell him to ease back with all that feedback. Less stress, little mama, cause you don't need that. So you need to come vibe with me. Get on the dance floor and do this slide with me. Come on.
Don't know what it is about you. Usually something most people get. But you busy to fuck cool. Instead of one drink, you make that two. Make that breathe. Make that rock with me.
Skibbity bebop, we rock the Scooby-Doo. Now guess what? America, we love you. We gonna dip slide, rock to the rhythm and line dance till we all catch the feeling and get the vibe down in our soul. We gonna slide till we 101 years old. Don't know what it is about you, damn. Usually something most people can't do, damn. Like two peas in a power, who knew, damn. Instead of one drink, please make it two. Come on and vibe with me.
Vibe with me.
Slide with me.
Slide with me.
Rock with me.
Rock with me.
Y'all feel me? Refill your glass. We about to get it, lick it up. Here we go, get ready. We about to switch it up.
Don't know what it is about you. Usually something that people can't do. But you busy to fuck cool. Instead of one drink, you make that two. Vibe with me. Slide with me. Rock with me. All alone, all alone. Don't know what it is about you. Usually something most people can't do. But you busy to fuck cool. Instead of one drink, you make that two. Vibe with me. Slide with me. Rock with me. All alone, all alone, all alone. I don't know what it is. Don't know what it is about you. Usually something most people can't.
Y'all got these speakers. They got them speakers bumping. Hey.
Hello.
Slide with me. Uh-oh. All night long. You can't do nothing.
Man, that was G Tide all night long. He is number 6 right now on the Soulful Discussions music chart of the week. Wow.
Let me tell you something between Randy Gill and G Tide. I can't. I mean, I'm just still, my little shoulders just is going, honey.
See if G Tide can send some tracks to Randy Gill.
I can't be. Y'all look, Q Campbell, aka DJ Q's over here cracking up at me. Why you laughing at me, Q?
Man, because you jamming.
Listen, if you ain't jamming, y'all, I know y'all jamming. If y'all jamming and y'all like those two songs back to back, y'all go ahead and say, heck yeah. Y'all know y'all like it. Like it just a tad bit, y'all. So we got the legendary Q Kimbo in the building. Why you look? He be so smart. What you laugh? Q, what's up, man?
What's happening, y'all? I just want to first, before we start, I want to say what's up to my Facebook friends. Hey, y'all keep tuning in, keep hitting this station up because they doing their thing.
Yeah, you know what? It ain't nothing but
thank you.
Go ahead, okay, God. Just like that. God is making this happen, y'all. We can't do it without God, and I want y'all to know that.
Right.
So Q, tell everybody where you from, what you got going on, man.
Okay, here's the deal here. I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois, but I live in Rockford, Illinois. Been living in Rockford for 25, 26 years. Graduated from college, moved, to Rockford because my mom had a medical situation, so I had to move back. I wouldn't have never been back here if it wasn't for that. Texas was my thing. I was going to stay in Texas.
Right.
But happened to move back and got in touch with a couple of my homeboys, which is Pat Sellers, G. Todd, Albert, and this young man sitting across over here from me.
Yes.
And then that's when rest in peace, Ray Buchanan.
Yeah.
He was the first. He was the first that hit me up. He knew I loved music from high school and moving forward. So he really pitched the P's and Q's idea to me and said, man, you need to run with that. And it was really starting out, it was helping the youth. P's and Q's did a lot of things in the community when we was here in Freeport. And that's where it started at.
Okay.
And P's and Q's was just a family, a big family. So we went from helping the teens and the kids to then getting the record label started. And that's when we had the record label, and that was off the chain.
Yes.
You know, Freeport really, really, really supported us. But you know, we didn't really educate ourselves on the music like we should have did back in the days. We did have a offer on the table from Atlantic Records back in the days, and we screwed it up because you know we was young. We didn't we didn't have the book smarts of the game back then.
Right.
And so what happened was we were supposed to get them so many albums in so much time.
Right.
And then they dropped our distribution deal because we didn't do that because we didn't have the discipline to control our artists like we should have.
Right, definitely.
And you know, you have artists fighting amongst each other. You have, you know, when money come into things, you know, it honestly do change people. I didn't believe that at first, but now it do change you, whether it's good or bad.
There you go.
Yeah, it will. So I mean, our team was awesome. It's just that, you know, it started being that, okay, this person is jealous of this person, so I'm not gonna be on this track with this person, or if I do be on this track, I'm gonna give them a whack verse. And and so G was like, no, we ain't putting that out. Shorty was like, no, we ain't making a choreography dance for that, you know. And so it started really going downhill. And then on top of that, I feel like, you know, lesson learned, we had too many artists.
Yeah. Y'all had about how many?
Oh, man. At the time when we was doing that, we had 13 different artists. And the one artist we was really, really, really trying to concentrate on, her name is Mary Ann. And that young lady, oh, my goodness, pipes out the world.
Wow.
Can blow.
Yeah, she always could sing.
And she can sing. Sang.
I'm gonna say, is it sing or sang? Okay, you already know. He looked at me like, what you gonna say? It's either sang, she sing.
And you know, we was in a process, so we came back to the table and said, okay, I had to bring Ray back in and say, hey, Ray, this is what's going on. This is what we got. So he said, hey, Q, this is what you need to do. Okay, you cannot let none of those artists leave the group because they fire, and y'all as a team is awesome, right? And so he said, put together a family album and put everybody on the album, right? And so when we did that, we sent the album to the record label, and the record label was, you know, they were scrutinizing it so much to where it was like crazy, like they was giving us millions of dollars, right? And all we had was a distribution deal. We just wanted them to distribute the album out for us.
Yeah.
And that flopped, and then that's when I went to New York, and that's when they canceled the deal.
Wow.
But you know, we kept on moving, we kept on flowing. But if I know what I know now, I would have stuck with Mary Ann and just had Mary Ann just push the group all the way out there.
There you go.
You know, and afterwards, you know, Ray did apologize, and I was like, no, man, that's, you know, we learned from that. That's lesson learned.
There you go.
You know, but he's like, Q, you know, that opportunity might never come for you again.
Right.
I was like, that's all right, but I learned something.
There you go.
And I grabbed friends from it.
There you go.
You know, so that was a good thing.
What has kept you in the business so long, Q?
The love for the business and trying to make other people happy. It's not about Q. It's not about P's and Q's. P's and Q's is just my brand. Right? And it's not about Q because Q, this stuff is not a 9 to 5 for Q.
I know.
You know? So even with my DJing, it's not something that pay my bills. Right? That's why I say anybody that asks me to DJ, I say, hey, I do it for the love. Because I love it. Right? But you know, I got other DJ friends out there that really get mad at me for doing that because they do it for a living. You know, and they say, hey, Q, you know, even though you ain't doing it for, and they sit down, they grab me and sit down and say, hey, Q, we need to meet with you. Because, you know, seriously, I was getting a lot of gigs.
You knocking us out the box.
Yeah, I was doing everything. And they was like, man, listen here, Q, here,
we trying to make
respect you. So this is what's happening.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, we do this for a living.
Right.
And if you going and you telling people, okay, I can DJ for you for this, and you bringing all this nice stuff and all this and that, you know,
your expectation is like, ugh.
and so, and I understood what the young
Right.
fellas were saying, you
Yeah.
know, and I respect that because they
Right.
respect me. So I was like, okay, I have to change my way of thinking. Right. And so then I started giving them the jobs.
There you go.
People calling me and okay, bring
Yeah,
such
right.
and such, you know. I'm even starting to lie to the people and say, hey, I already got a gig, but I can give you in contact with this person. You know what I'm saying? That's
Right.
just love.
He
That's
came
just
up with
love.
a whole lie.
That's just love, you know, for the other
Yeah.
artists that DJ.
Yeah.
You know, because I understand if I was doing this for a living and Mike was going around just doing, you know, DJs for $150,
Right.
Yeah.
you know, and he killing it.
Yeah.
You know, and when he DJ and he really got the crowd going crazy,
Right.
I'm gonna be like, oh man, Mike, what's up, man? I
Right.
can't live
I can't because you over here showing out.
So I respect that. I really did, and that's why I stay in the game, because I've been in the game so long. It's because I'm not doing it for me.
Right.
I'm doing it for others. You know,
Right.
and God blessed me to be able to do things like that.
Yeah.
And you know me, Tina, and Mike, you know me
Right.
too. I like to be in the background. Like right
Yeah.
now, I'm sweating right now from being on this show. I got a radio show. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So,
right.
so I like to be in the background. I like the. That's my position right there.
Listen, I was like, Q, I'm gonna go ahead and call Channel 23 so we can go on. And Q was like, nah, Tina, you gonna go on there. I'm like, Q, but it's you. Well, like, you gotta let me. No.
Yeah.
Q, listen, people don't. Go ahead.
You talked about discipline. So how important do you think it is to be disciplined in your profession?
Very, very, very important to be disciplined, because if you're not disciplined, you're gonna fall off real fast. So my thing to everybody out there, no matter what your craft is, you have to be disciplined about it. I mean, you can't go in it and be ruthless and disrespectful and things like that. You still have to have that. I think, to me, that's number one.
Yep.
Okay, and I've learned from that. So.
And I agree with you, because when you lack motivation, that's when discipline steps in. Because most days, sometimes you don't feel like it. Even if you have a passion for it, sometimes it can wear you out or it can weigh heavy on you. When you have that discipline there to step in when that motivation is lacking, that's when you can win.
Yep, that's true.
Give me 3 things that these are. What? Look, Karen, look. What? 3 things that artists need in order to be successful. You got all. I'm telling you, this man.
Okay.
3. Just give me 3
things.
Top 3 things.
In any order?
And it don't have to be in any order.
Okay. Here's the thing. Artists gotta respect themselves first of all, right? You gotta respect the artistry. Okay.
There you go.
And number 3, you gotta want it.
There you go.
Okay. I think that's it. That's plain and simple, because you got artists out here today that just go in the studio to go in the studio, and they got skills. They have skills, but they just go in the studio. They don't want to put the work in.
Right.
They think the work is just going in the studio and recording.
Yeah.
Nah. It's a whole book to the game.
Right.
Right.
You heard somebody feelings out
One
there.
other question.
And they hurt. What?
One other question. Work ethic, product, talent, and skill goes a long ways with all of that. I mean, you could go in the studio and be crashing with bad product. But what do they do when they are criticized or not criticized for the lack of their effort and work ethics? Put out good product, because everybody that walks into the studio just don't have good talent, you know. But nobody is willing to stand up and tell that person, "Hey, man, you got to work a little harder on your skills."
And to me, that's on your manager.
There you go.
That's on your engineer. And that's on your close friends that are around you.
But
Okay, if they not honest with you, they not neither one of those things.
Right.
But
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm gonna tell you some stuff that's gonna hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
But if you don't want the truth, don't ask Q.
Why you looking at me and stuff, Q?
Because we just had this conversation. This conversation last weekend, right?
You did.
So
we did.
if you don't want the truth, you shouldn't ask Q.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's just me. I'm gonna bring it out to you, and I'm gonna give it to you raw. I'm gonna give it to you like it is.
You know,
whether it's good or whether it's bad. Now, I'm not just gonna sit here and say, your stuff is whack. I'm not gonna do that. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell you what you need to fix.
Yeah.
Okay, because I think when you go, Rocky, you go and you say, "Hey, man, that's junk," and you don't tell them the reason why it's junk or what they could do to better themselves. I think you part of the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah, most definitely.
Q looking at me because
honesty is what it's all about.
Yeah.
If a person is reluctant to take criticism, then he's not going to live this game for a while. It's going to be short lived for him.
Definitely.
And I also must say, I hear a lot of people talking about the music game now. They need. I mean, today's game is today's game.
There you go.
Right. And I think, they call it mumble rapping and
whatever
all
you
want to
call it, right?
But that's what's in right now. And if I still manage artists, I would say, hey, you got to give
learn
me
how to
a song
mumble
like that.
Right.
Seriously,
No,
because
no,
that's
you're right.
what's out there right now.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's the best hip hop ever.
Yeah.
I would never ever say that. But what I'm saying is, people liking it, and if people like it, you need to do it. You need to give the people what they want. Some artists always come out and say, "Well, no, I'm gonna do what I feel."
That's it.
It's not the right way to do it.
Right.
I mean, you got 12 to 16 songs on an album.
Mm-hmm.
And if you do all those 12 to 16 songs to how you like it, I think you're disrespectful.
Yep.
Yeah. and you want me to go buy it?
Right. No, that's so true.
Right? So I want you to give me something that I want to hear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Q said, I think you're disrespectful.
You're right, man.
That's
You're right. That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, I wish my brothers was here because they'll be telling y'all the same thing.
Right.
Q, I get that with you. Q said, listen,
Yeah.
y'all need to put some respect on this. Don't be giving me what you want.
Right.
Listen, when y'all said something about like making good music, like it's honestly music like different nowadays. I honestly heard this dude say, "You know what? You want to buy chip, French fries on the dip," and I was like, "Dude, did you just say French fries on the dip?" Like, I'm not ready. You was actually hungry when you made that song, but it was trending. Like, so with that said, like, you got to be able to get with the game. Like, and that is what it is. I mean,
you know what? Now that you say what you guys are saying, it is so true about product these days. People are so reluctant to go out and buy CDs and albums or go on social medias, your media formats to buy your records, because if you got a whole CD and only one song is jumping off that CD, you're doing a disservice.
There you go.
To the people.
I don't believe that. Okay, I don't believe that. Right? Because it's only going to take one song for you to pop.
That's true.
LMA.
Okay. All right. So I really don't believe that. I believe that. Hey, you need to get something out there so the people can know you.
Yeah, but I'm referring to.
So if I got an album, if I got an album with 12 songs on there,
yeah,
and one go platinum,
I'm good.
But that's not the point that I'm making. The point that I'm making is that you have one song out of 11 songs, and it's not even productive and good. It's not good. How are you going to encourage me to buy a whole album just for one song?
You got artists out here doing that right now. I mean, all day long. You got some old school albums that you be like, really, I'm going to press skip, and I'm going to press skip. The only artist that I know that been able to really make hits like that is Johnny Gill. I'm going to be honest with you, Levert.
Right.
I'm gonna give you the dang on Luther.
Yeah.
R. Kelly, Charlie Wilson.
But those are good producers.
That was back in the days. But you can't listen to the baby all day long. Bump the baby and see how long you're gonna do.
I know. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just talking about that one artist.
But now all it takes, Rocky, is that one. Ella May was actually doing a cover, and she got hit off. She got picked up off that one sound. Same thing when it come to her.
Well, back in the day, it was just an A and a B side.
Well, now you don't even have albums. You have
Ain't too many A and B sides no more.
Listen, you coming out with the cassettes. Don't nobody even have cassettes no more, right?
Ain't no double albums no more.
Listen, we don't even have CDs no more, really, in cars.
Those are 45s.
Listen, I'm talking about Rocky that went way back to the cassette. He went back to the cassette. Matter of fact, go back to the floppy disk days. I'm done, Rocky.
I'm just saying. No. No, don't misconstrue.
I'm just messing. We just playing. We still gonna talk about
what
you.
I'm saying is, today's artists are putting out multiple songs, 16 songs a CD.
You better not.
It's not no CD.
But if you
it's
only
just
got
singles
one
and mixtapes.
song,
Why I got 16 songs
if I'm
on the
gonna
track?
pay $20-some for 16 songs, but I'm only gonna get one song that's making the chart, that's a disservice.
Can I tell you something?
Because you're
That's
just gonna pay that
ridiculous.
99 cent, bro.
And
You just gonna
whoever-
pay
All that
that
money for one song.
$1.99 for that one song, or that 99 cents.
It's changed now, Rocky. Ain't
Right.
nobody paying $20 for nothing besides what
Nobody's
you gonna pay
paying
for in the
$20
streets with
for
your
an
homeboy.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, $1.99 is what you gonna get on Apple Music or whatever it is.
Amazon.
Rocky,
So what
if
you're
you
saying
20
is
talk,
we can't even encourage
you can't
people
even
to
get
buy a full CD.
You can't even get an arcade. No, CDs. You
Unless
don't.
it's
You can't.
Drake.
What are
Dude,
CDs?
CDs, okay? We don't even.
What is a CD?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
The CD section.
I
what
haven't warped into this time yet.
I mean,
Throw it in the garbage. The CDs nowadays, Rocky,
They're not
they don't
there
even
no
have
more.
CDs in cars no
They
more,
don't
okay?
even do
Players in
CDs
cars.
anymore. Okay.
Poor Rocky. You got an MP3 player.
Just like the old 8-tracks and
Right.
Don't bring back the
cassette
8-track.
tape.
Y'all, Rocky, I'm done.
Now what you're saying is I can't even buy a CD to put in my CD.
You can buy a
player
CD,
anymore.
but it's gonna be limited, Rocky.
It's your
Limited.
choice.
You're not finna find all these artists
But you're
in the
gonna buy
dang.
that CD with one song on there or two songs on there.
Let me tell you,
unless it's Drake.
I felt bad for Taylor
Yeah.
Swift. She had her whole album out there at a Target store. And look, I was like, ain't no Taylor Swift album selling because everybody's purchasing online. Like we had to send all them dang on CDs back because of the fact that nobody's buying CDs. You don't even have it in your car. You hook up your phone to the dang on car nowadays and you can use your USB.
Right.
Your car got
Or
USB.
Or Bluetooth.
Or
Right.
YouTube.
We ain't got your stories them up.
Oh man.
Your car got USB.
No wonder the music industry is going down.
No, it ain't going
No,
down.
it ain't
It's
going
a
down.
It ain't going
It's
down.
shifting. It's shifting. And see, this is what society has messed up.
To the new technology.
Right.
Right. You still got a typewriter.
Technology. Yeah, it's a new
He still got
technology.
typewriter.
Is still the leading money maker.
Hey, I like a good argument.
Rocky, you still got
Nothing
a
wrong with
typewriter
that.
at the
I
house.
like a good
You
argument.
got a typewriter.
Typewriter.
Hey, I just want to see where y'all head is at.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you still got a typewriter.
Y'all young bloods.
Hey,
Y'all don't know nothing about
we
old
done got
school.
all off subject. Q, we got to get back on you.
No,
This man that
8-track.
talked about
I don't
8-track.
have a CD cassette
Hey,
tape.
Q, you keep jamming, man. Keep jamming.
Q, most people don't understand. Okay, March 29th, you were supposed to have your Diabetes Foundation lip singing, aka Tina was gonna win this battle, but because the government decided to shut this thing down, tell everybody what made you guys come up with the concept of the diabetes event that you've done every year, and how long you been doing it?
What, 5-6 years ago or whatever? I was diagnosed with diabetes. Didn't know I was diabetic. Didn't know anything. Woke up and I was in a diabetic coma. In the hospital. And so that right there really, like, that day it like changed my life. Because I wanted to send a message to men. We need to go to the doctor. We need to go get checked because we got our little egos and we're like, I ain't going to the doctor. I ain't going. No, you need to go get checked.
Yeah.
That's
right. You need to have your checkups.
Yeah.
There you go.
6 months, yearly. You need to have them. I don't want to go pay them just to tell me, no, you need to, right?
Right.
Because if I was doing that like I should have been doing it, then I would have known.
There you go.
So, and all it is my pancreas not working like it should be.
Yeah.
And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to educate men and young men on the diabetes situation.
Yeah.
So like I said, I do a lot for the community. I do a lot for the kids. So this is really deep to my heart.
Yeah.
Even though we might be shut down.
Yes.
It's still gonna go on. I'm still gonna do something.
Yes.
Right.
And I just want to say thanks for the support of the
We most
Rockford and
definitely
Chicago.
Yes.
Especially Chicago. Thank you guys. They was bringing down two bus loads of people.
Look at
and
that.
things like
Right.
that. So, and my events always be grown and sexy.
Bussin'.
Because I feel like we need to come out and party.
There you go.
So that means you'll make another date if it's canceled.
Yes.
Cool.
I can't wait.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. This event will still happen.
Yes.
Right.
Whether it's next week or
Next
month,
whenever. Yeah,
we get our country back.
Hey, Q.
We still gonna have this event.
Why don't you reach out to other parts of the country, man, for supporting this effort, donations or whatever the cause may be. Just because the government is curtailing everything because of this epidemic or this pandemic that we're having, just reach out and get other supports from all over the country, man. I mean, we can reach out and do those things and make a different change, make it still be valuable for all those that need to know this information. We have to keep repeating this type of stuff because one setting won't get it done.
Oh yeah, he's been doing it for 5 years.
This is something we need to keep amplifying.
Of course, and I do have a FundMe page out there.
Okay.
And it's people donate to this cause because they know it's going back to. I mean, all the proceeds,
every bit of it,
every cent of it goes to the Diabetes Foundation.
Very good.
I put nothing in my pocket. Most of the people that come to my events to do things, they donate their time.
Right.
So this year, you got AGQ, who's doing some stuff to where they're gonna take the trophy home. I guarantee they're gonna take the trophy home.
Who's gonna take the trophy home?
Who's gonna take the trophy?
AGQ is gonna take.
Well, let me tell y'all something.
That's not even
trophy with me. No, that sounds like a setup. Now, just
I don't care about y'all little two-step that y'all coming up with.
Vandross. Now, I was gonna do Luther Vandross. Now, you think Luther Vandross is over?
It depends on what Luther is coming.
Let me tell you.
You got two Luthers now. You got the small Luther. You got the big Luther.
Well, I'm kind of small. I'm kind of small, so I'm gonna do the middle size.
You know what? You lost already because you said you're doing the small Luther. The big Luther.
No, the small
Let me tell you something.
Oh my goodness.
Let me tell you something. He gonna go ahead and give me Betty Wright, right? Now, what the heck does Betty Wright do? Besides stand there and look cute. But you know what? I just sat there and I'm telling you, fire your ass. Y'all better be ready because I'm finna bring that fire. And I'm talking about lights, camera, action, smoke. Give me that dang on rain if you can. I'm not playing with y'all this year.
You know how we come.
Y'all only thing y'all got is Shorty over there with his dang on.
Yes. I'm going to leave it alone because
Shorty, come on over here.
Because I feel that it's...
That's what I'm talking about. My back. Y'all came
right
up
now. I feel that it's unfair. Though.
I think y'all was selfish.
Yep.
Y'all selfish. Y'all selfish because
y'all
got a whole group. Y'all gonna give us one people man.
Yeah.
Janet Jackson. Okay, yeah. Janet Jackson had a whole crew. You give me Betty Wright. What Betty Wright do? I want to be Beyonce. Forget it.
We can change that right now.
Listen.
Me and Tina's gonna do it. We're gonna change it up.
No, Mike. No, you're gonna. He was trying to have your back too. He was trying to have your back.
Yeah, I was gonna be Rick James.
Mike, look, you can't
I was gonna
see
be Rick James, and she could be.
Rick James. You know what? Rick James.
This is crazy, man.
Rick James. Yes. But if you was finna go like Tina Knight, I was finna hit the floor. No, ain't gonna be no Tina.
Hey, but for real.
Mike, switching it up.
We're not gonna be in the contest because then y'all will say it's unfair.
Oh, they ain't gonna right.
So we ain't gonna be. We just gonna open up the show.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. Right? We're just gonna open up the show. We're not gonna be in the contest because we don't want y'all to say, "Oh, that's unfair." How did they win?
No.
Well, hold on. I take my. If I'm gonna lose, I take my loss, and next year I'm coming back. Like wham,
yeah, harder.
So you already know you're gonna lose because you said next year you coming back.
No, I'm just saying if I was going to lose. First and foremost, I'm pulling a whole car at the Lithuanian club. I'm riding up it with a four-wheeler, slow motion, pull up in there.
Tina, are you gonna lose?
No, not at all.
Yeah.
No. First and foremost, you're not even in it now.
Yeah.
I just told you that I am in.
No, but
wait a minute.
I was just
see now you playing games. Y'all see how he be lying on dang on seat. Listen, I'm not finna play with you. You keep it up. I am a winner. I am not a loser.
No.
What?
No.
I'm not gonna be playing playing with y'all today. We breaking up. Mike, we breaking up today. It's getting hot up in here. He about to make me pull out my whole eyelashes. Y'all got me all fired up in here.
Why she get fired up, Mike?
Wow.
She know it.
Listen,
She know how we talk.
whatever.
Oh,
So,
man.
how much money did y'all give back last year?
Last year we gave back $4,800.
The year before last.
Year before last it was 32.
Y'all, the reason why we want to bring Q on here is because here's a man who has put forth the effort to bring acknowledgement that, man, guess what? Y'all need to stop it. Michael, we finna go to the doctor. We're gonna make sure you good, bro.
Yeah.
You know, and then the next thing is diabetes affect a lot of us African Americans because we don't eat right. We don't like to go to the doctor.
Okay.
So with that
Keep
saying, he
looking at
said,
me.
listen, we're going to give you $4,800. Here you go, foundation. You guys get tested. The worst thing you can do is wait to the moment where you at the doctor and they saying, listen, you got chronic diabetes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now you taking double of the insulin. You taking insulin, you taking metformin, you taking all these things, and now you're trying to change your life.
Yeah.
After the fact.
And I must say, I want to give big ups to my wife. That lady right there,
Gosh,
man. She was, let me tell you something. I was saying to myself, man, this lady don't need me.
Aww.
You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you the reason why I was saying that.
Right.
It's because this lady, when I was sick and I was in the hospital, couldn't move.
Right.
Like my leg, I couldn't move nothing.
Wow.
Right. This lady was there for me.
Thick and thin.
Yes.
She has such a sweet spirit.
Yes.
He'll deaf
She
do his
was
part.
there. And then she said, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
When we got out the hospital, right?
Right.
I went back to doing the same thing.
Oh, no.
Come on.
I went back to doing the same
Oh,
thing.
no.
You know what she said? Die if you want to.
You already know what that means.
She said, you know what? I don't need you. And then all your insurance money going to your kids.
Right.
Wow.
Oh.
That
You
hit
know what?
home, didn't
And
it?
so I said, oh, yes, it did. I said,
Yeah.
you know what? I got to get on my stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I started eating right.
Wake up call.
Started eating right.
Mhm.
Exercising.
Yep.
Right.
And that was it. And then I lost, what? 54 pounds.
Yes.
Come on now.
Just by eating right, man.
Mhm.
I mean,
Right.
when I used to eat, my plates used to be this high,
Yeah.
Oh.
right? Now I eat like little small portions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but
That's
I
what
eat
it should-
more portions throughout the day.
Yeah.
Right.
And it works.
It
There
works.
you go.
It
Realize-
And
really
then,
works.
so my auntie, she's in Louisiana,
Right.
you know, and they had put me on all these pills, all this insulin and stuff like that. She
Working
called my mama. She said, tell that boy to call me.
Get off all of
I
that.
called her. She was like, you know what? I don't want you taking that no more.
There
I
you
said,
go.
Auntie, what's up? You
Right.
ready for me
Right.
to leave this place?
Right.
I'm ready. You know, I didn't
Right.
accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And she was like, no, you ain't going nowhere. Because you're going to take a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar when you wake up, and you're going to take a teaspoon when you go to bed.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, apple cider vinegar? Ugh. You know?
Right.
I was like,
Right.
"Ah." And she
Right.
was like, you know what,
Oh,
son?
she's so right.
She said, apple cider vinegar have a chemical in there that's good for
No
your
inflammation.
insides.
Yep.
That's right.
Right? Said a doctor's not going to tell you that.
No.
And you
We
know
are not
why?
doctors.
Because they're going to lose money.
That's right. You're
Now,
absolutely right.
now
words
looking
and
at
the
it
views.
today,
My-
look
my
at it
God,
today,
man.
6
Still had
years
time.
down the
Yeah,
line,
he's looking
they
up.
got apple cider pills.
Yep.
But they don't work like the regular apple cider.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They
Raw.
still
You
got
got to get the
chemicals
raw
in there.
kind.
The raw
Yeah.
apple
The
cider.
raw.
Yeah, I was like, what? And I've been taking that. I haven't took an insulin or none of my pills.
Same thing with high blood pressure.
And
Like
4
high
years.
blood pressure.
Those are words of advice
That's right.
from my brother, E. Kimbo.
Yep.
Who?
Who?
Or Kimbo P.
He worse. He went to. You worse than me. Messing up some names.
Hey, I just want to get it
But
out there.
that was great words of advice.
Those are great words of wisdom, because what he is saying is so true. I've
Yes.
heard this. So, matter of fact, I'm on that regimen, and that's what causes a lot of weight loss in my system. So I'm a diabetic as well. But your strategy and you're listening to your advisors is what changed a lot of your lifestyle around.
What,
And
Malaysia?
that's
What you got?
did it
Real
for
quick
mine.
before you head out, you got to realize there's two types of diabetes. You have type 1, which your immune system
Yep.
fights against. You have type 2, which is brought on by a sedentary lifestyle, which is a person who doesn't work out that much and bad diet. So there are preventative steps that you can take before you even have to even worry about diabetes. That's watching your diet, taking out those trans fats, stop eating those McDonald's, stop doing that, trade in for some veggies, trade in for some fruit. Get your 30 minutes, all you need, 30 minutes of moderate exercise a day, whether that's taking a walk, you can chop it up in 10-minute sections 3 times a day, whatever it need to be. You can prevent yourself from getting diabetes. And if you do, then you just have to go ahead and switch that diet. Don't do what he did and go back to eating it. Don't do that, but switch that diet. Make sure you stay on that on your exercise regimen, because the point of exercise when it comes to diabetes is to control that glucose, and all glucose is the sugar that you take in carbs.
Y'all heard of Malaysia said y'all
next week tune in. I got you.
There you go. Hey, Malaysia, go ahead and put your plug in where everybody can find you at.
You can find me at Malaysia Fitness on Instagram, or Malaysia Jordan's Personal Training and Health Coaching on Facebook.
Hey, Janine said Janet won last year. Yeah, you won last year, not this year.
I said I was gonna, root for Janine Stevenson.
When?
That was just a
this year.
Man.
This year.
We gonna stop being friends after you. You in it? You ain't gonna win. You ain't gonna win.
No, well, me?
You know what? We breaking up. You're not my friend no more.
My goodness.
You're not my friend. You're not my friend.
Hey, by the way, tell Janine that was just a lookalike contest.
We were just playing. I cannot. Yo, okay, Q, before we get out of here, one last word.
Listen, keep the man upstairs first. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. With all this stuff that's going on today, man, I can't believe how the world is switching to that stuff. And everybody's saying God this, God that, Jesus this, Jesus that. And we sitting here letting epidemic stop us from living.
There you go.
Yeah. And we knew about this stuff really
way ahead of time.
Yeah. They got a movie telling us everything that was going to happen.
There you go.
And now it's happening.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
Even your scriptures are predicting these kinds of things. So.
And Walter Hayward said, yes, he sung at your wedding.
Yes.
Yes. Big shouts out to Walter Hayward.
All right, y'all. It's the end of the show, and y'all already know I got to do a recap. So, just got an opportunity to speak with Q. I talked to him. The one thing that I learned is, guess what, y'all? You got to put your health first. Don't be out there being scared to take risks. He said, listen, I may have messed up when it comes to that deal, but at the same time, there's one thing that I did do. I learned from it. Mm-hmm. Then we went all the way down to Randy Gill. Randy said, listen, you got to have faith. You got to have passion. You got to have love for what you do. And if you don't, eventually it'll fade. And then you'll find the one thing that you love, you're no longer doing it. He said, also, the folks that's next to you, got to be folks that needs to win with you and want to win with you. Everybody else, go ahead and push them aside. Because in life, you got to follow your dreams. Other than that, you just sitting there staying stagnant. And if you're staying stagnant, you're not doing what you love, probably disgruntled. Then we went to Homestar. Homestar said, listen, we got all the resources that you need. All you got to do is knock on our door. You want to be a first-time home buyer? Knock on our door. We're going to give you all the resources and also put you in tune with the resources that you need to get some of that moolah. And everybody loves money. Why not have your dream house? And if all you have to do is put forth the effort is to educate yourself on it, what are you waiting for? You use the internet, contact them, pick up the phone calls, make the phone call. Yeah, the doors are closed right now with everything that's going on. But Melissa said, listen, if I were you, I will wait. Don't spend your income tax. Hold your income tax. Because you never know what's going on. With everything that's going on in this world today, it's so hard for us to be able to see the light. But when you open up that door in the morning, I want you to look up. And the one thing you got to know is that you got to have faith that God is going to make it all right. If you're stressing, pray. If you don't believe, become a believer. And if you feel like giving up, continue to fight. See y'all next Wednesday on Soulful Discussions.
Yep, I have one thing to say.
What you got?
That we are definitely still on track for doing the block party.
Yeah.
May 23rd, May 24th. We're still on track of doing the block party. May 23rd, May 24th. Memorial Weekend, Flight Radio's first annual 2-day block party and expo and food expo. at the Deacon Davis Courts. And also, we have somebody now that's volunteered to take over the 3-on-3.
Yes.
Which is Mr. Tabari Warren.
Yay.
Big shouts out to him. Anybody else want to volunteer with the 3-on-3 in the slam dunk contest? Please get a hold of me or get a hold of Tabari Warren to sign up teams. And also, we're definitely looking for 3-on-3 teams from Rockford.
There you go. Right. Rockford, y'all hear that?
Yes.
Malaysia, what you got? I know God placed something on your heart.
From a faith standpoint, you said it all. Just remain faithful. Get into your word. Read. Educate yourself. It's very important. There's a lot of misinformation going around at this time, so make sure you're educating yourself. From a health standpoint, if you're afraid of the coronavirus and it affecting your family, then I suggest that you find ways to build your immune system. Again, eating fruits, eating your green vegetables, finding which vitamins are better for you, washing and cleaning your hands, get your sanitizer.
Wash your hands first.
Don't be touching up on everybody's faces.
Rocky almost got sprayed from way over here.
Right.
Sneeze like this, sneeze inside your shirt.
Yeah.
And if you know somebody who's been traveling, try your best to stay away from them.
Yes.
Yo, also, I just want to make sure y'all know this one thing, and that is, if y'all haven't got a chance to vote, y'all still make sure y'all vote for a sister out there. I am up for the CMA Awards out of Memphis, Tennessee, as the best personality / radio host. I'm super excited about that, and I'm to be honest, like I'm against a lot of amazing folks that's out there in these streets.
Right.
And the only woman from Illinois. So I got to tell y'all, please make sure y'all support me. I'll make sure y'all drop that on there. Please go vote. Y'all ain't got nothing but time. And then make sure y'all loving on them babies. The babies are there. They're at home with y'all. Now it's time for us to be parents. Now it's time to, if you ain't instilled the values for them to be really good citizens when they go back to school, it's time. Yes. Love on them kids, spend the time with the kids. Y'all say y'all ain't got time, or God making us to have time to get back to how it used to be. When we used to love one another, we used to play, we used to listen to music. That's what kept us going. Make sure y'all spend time with your family, keep that unity together, and don't forget about that pride thing. If you need help, reach out to the resources. Be okay with that.
Right.
All right, y'all. See y'all next Wednesday on Soulful Discussions, Flight Radio 105.7. We love y'all.
Yes. Big shouts out Walter Hayward.
Good night. Shorty.
On fast to ride, you were my lady. And love was written in the winter snow. And with the change of months, there came October. And now I wonder where the love did go. It was the second rain of autumn. We shared our feeling. And it was such a glorious autumn dream. Yes, it was. But like kids, we were too shy to say to each other that together we would always like to be. Someday soon, I know we'll come together. Even though our feelings change as seasons do. Yeah, baby. But maybe sweet November would tell us the story that will bring us back to love that we both knew. When autumn first arrived, you said you'll be my lady, and you promised me that you would never go. But with the change of up, there came October. And now I wonder where did our love go? Something ran upon patient our feelings. And there was such a glorious autumn dream. Yes, it was. But like if we were too shy to say to one another, not together we would always like to be. Someday soon, I know we'll come together. Even though our feelings change as seasons do. But maybe sweet November will tell us the story that will bring us back to love that we both knew. That will bring us back to love that we both knew.
The best radio station on the internet.
Hey, Freeport, this is your girl, Brown Sugar Brown from Waterloo, Iowa. And when I'm in Freeport, I'm tuned in to 105.7 FM, WQJT Flight Radio with the Queen, Tina Renee.
Freeport, what's happening? It's your boy G Todd. Look, you already know what it is. Tune in to WQJT Flight Radio, where you got Miss Malaysia, you got the Queen Tina Renee, and your boy Mike J on the ones and twos. No better place to be. Yeah.